morning, all of you. I'm Garima Nahar, lecturer in computer science in SS Chen Subodh, PG Mahila Mahavidyalaya, Rambagh Circle, Jaipur. Today, we want to discuss the topic flowchart. The topics we are about to cover are what is flowchart, flowchart symbols, guidelines of using flowcharts, merits and demerits of flowchart, and examples of flowchart. Firstly, we want to discuss what is a flowchart. Flowchart means it is a graphical representation of a step-by-step instruction which provides the better or easier view of problem and its solution. Means we use geometrical shapes to depict a process and the data flow. It is really very important in displaying the information and assisting reasoning. It plays a very important role in documentation. Here are the flowchart symbols. The first symbol is the oval shape. It is used for the beginning and end of the flowchart. Here we can write start, begin for the starting and end, exit or stop to end the program. The next one is rectangle. It indicates the process like the calculation, the mathematical operations or assignments. The next symbol is parallelogram. It is used to denote input or outputs, like if we want to read something from user or if we want to give output to the user, we use the shape. The next one is the diamond box. Diamond box is used for decision making statement. It always answer true or false, or we can say yes or no. It is used for decision making, or we can say it is a branching part of the flowchart. The next symbol is arrows. We can denote or we use it to show the flow of the flowchart. Means it shows whether the flow will go down, up, left or right. The next shape is circle shape. It is a connector. Connector is generally used when we change the page. It is always used in pair. Means if we use a connector C1 in the end of the page, then we will use the same C1 connector in the next page starting. Some merits of flowcharts are better way of communication. Means we can show logic here very easily. With the help of flowchart, problems can be analyzed in more effective way. It is a good way for documentation. It is used as a guidance of program development. The another merits of flowcharts are it helps to clarify the complex process. If there is a complex process, it divides all the tasks in different shapes and it shows it in a clarified way. It also identifies the steps that do not add value to internal or external customer, including delays, needless storage and transportation, unnecessary work, duplication and added expense. Means here we can identify which steps add value to our process and which steps do not add value to our steps. It also helps team members to gain a shared understanding of process. All the team members can work on a single logic here. Demerits are it is a complicated process when the flowchart is very clumsy and complex. Means if the flowchart is big in size, large in size, it is a complicated process. And the most important demerit is, if we want to redraw any flowchart, then it requires to, if we want to add something to flowchart, it requires to redraw it completely. Here are some guidelines for the flowchart. These guidelines are: a flowchart must have only one start and one stop. General flow of process must be top to bottom and left to right. Means if it is a urgent thing, then only we should go bottom to top or right to left. Otherwise, a general flow must be from top to bottom and left to right. And arrows should not cross each other. If we want that some arrows are going from one another, then we must use connectors here. Here's an example of flowchart. It is a very simple example to print welcome message with the username. We started this, then we input the username, we print welcome and we print username, and at the end we exited. Thank you so much for listening to this. If you have any query about the flowcharts, you can write to me on the given